All right, welcome back. So we have another challenge activity in code.org. This happens to be lesson 15 conditionals, and the title of this is restart sprites. So if we run this, we just have these sprites showing up. They're not moving, they're not doing anything right now, so we're going to actually give them some movement, and then we're going to also reset them. So when they get to the edge of the screen, they're going to go back to the beginning here. So it's just going to move across the screen and then jump to this over here. So we kind of have a few things going on. We have, both we need to get them moving, but then we also need to reset them. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, we're going to change the X locations for them and have that grow or actually decrease because we want them to move across the screen. So, and we want to move right to left, so we're going to decrease the X values as it moves across. So that's the first thing. So we're going to go ahead and drag out 2 of these for each character. And if we look up here, we have the tree, the ghost, and the monster. Oh, and now it doesn't like that now. But this is the tree. Then we have the ghost and the monster. Okay? So the very first thing, we're going to go ahead and change ghost. And this is going to be monster. All right, so first thing we need to do is we need to go over here to math, and subtract from that. Because what we want to do is take the value of its X location, take the current value, and then subtract from it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead, let's go ahead and do this for both of them. Drag these X's in for each one of these. And again, make sure these match up. And then, so now the number we need to come up with, I'm just going to pick 3. I don't believe it tells you up here. It does not. Repeat steps 2 and 3 for the monster sprite. So we're doing them all together here. So we're just going to have the characters move across the screen, and that's working. That's perfect. All right, so now the next part is we have 2 if statements, one for the ghost and one for the monster. So let's go ahead and drag 2 of these out here. And we'll drag another one right here. And we're going to say that if their X positions get to be less than, and we might as well just say less than 0, right? So if it gets to 0 over here, okay, it goes off the screen, which it does still count off the screen. So if it gets to be -1, -2, -3, and so on, then we want it to do something. So let's go ahead and go to math here again. We're going to use a comparison. We're going to drag this out, and we're going to do that for both. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and drag our .x. Okay, so this one we use ghost. And we're going to say so long as it's less than 0. So once it's less than 0, then we're going to have it do something. And we're going to do the same thing with monster. Okay? And we'll use 0. And then what we want them to do is we just want them to show up again back here. So we're going to change the X value again. So we're going to say that this ghost is the X is going to be 400. Because if you look at the numbers over here, we go all the way to the edge, it's going to be 400. Okay, so let's go ahead and run that a second. It should let me run. Now, watch the ghost. The ghost will jump over to here and show up, but the monster won't yet because I didn't give it a new thing, right? I didn't tell it what the X location is. So we're going to go ahead and drag this out. And we're going to say 400 for that as well. I don't think it will update automatically. We'll see. Nope, I got to reset it. Okay. So now, hit 0, and they jump to the next thing. And they'll just continue to do that in this loop. And then, once it hits 0, just jump it back over here where the X position is going to be 400 again. All right. Hopefully that helps you with your coding. Good luck.